All right, guys, part 2 of the Magician's Spread. This is the Magician's personal reading. This is, I'm assuming, how the Magician's energy is more personal to me rather than just my perception of what it is to be in the Magician's energy, okay? So here we go. There's 7 positions here. I'm just going to get right to it. I had to take a little break after my last video, and the sun had shifted in the couple minutes that I've gone, so we're going to see how this works with the glare. So excuse my squinting. I'll get to the cards in a moment. Here we go. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. Magician's personal reading. I'm not going to give all the 7 things. I might, if I get a chance, I'll write them down in the notes. But this is the second. This is part 2. Here we go. We've got some wind here, as you can hear. It's not bamboo chimes, but I do like my metal chimes here. So here we go. What is magic for me? For me personally, what is magic for Jeff Burr? AKA the Tattooed Spirit, AKA Ts.1000, right guys? Thank you again so much. Really appreciate your subscribing, man. Really do. It's just so cool. I was happy to get 100, to be honest. I was happy to get 50. Honestly, the first 10 were a miracle for me, so that's pretty damn cool to me. So here we go. No more BSing. No more bull crapping. We're going to get straight to it, man. If I don't get my prompts don't get blown away. What is magic for me? TS1000. TS1K. Here we go. What is magic for me? Blood-ow. The 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups reversed. Magic for me is literally just not going anywhere, being right here, man, in my own new perspective, not trying to think that I have to go somewhere else to make a better life, a better scenario, a better circumstance, a better relationship for myself. It's all about closing your eyes, going within, doing whatever kind of magic you got to do with the only free will you have, matching it up with the emotions that you can manage to feel good about it, and without going anywhere, oh my God, changing the entire scenario and circumstance, man, by not trying to find it somewhere else. How do you love that? 8 of Cups reversed. This is position number 2. How does magic act in my life? Oh my God, there's a lot. I'm not going to cut it. We're going to keep on going from the top, guys. How does magic act in my life? It happens so much. This is just one of them. Bloody-doo. Okay, the 10 of Cups reversed. How does magic act in my life? Well, that's absolutely true, man. Even if you look at this as all the water, all the emotions coming out of that wonderful 10 of Cups. Magic acts for me. Because here's the good thing about magic in my life, guys. It's almost, when things are riding high for me, it is absolutely true that I appreciate it. It is absolutely true that I enjoy that ride. But it's whenever this 10 of Cups gets reversed. It is whenever my ego finds a major problem with the scenario outside of myself. That is whenever magic acts in my life. Because it reminds me, it gives me enough contrast, as they say, to recognize that I'm the one observing this contrast, so I'm the one to not be locked in by the contrast because I am just observing it. Then I can get right back into my whole thing, get into get into my empowered self and begin to see, this is not how I want it to be. How then can I get to work as a magician to be able to change it? This is definitely how magic acts in my life. This is what I help my clients see as well. Whenever the shite hits the fan, that's the only way you can know that you're a magician, guys. It's the only way. All right, card position number 3. Where do I look for magic? Oh my God almighty. Where do I look for magic? How about this? The Knight of Wands. Where do I look for magic? The Knight of Wands. I love this Knight of Wands. For me, it's just this wonderful sense of adventure, all right? This is a Rachel Pollack, right? This is a Rachel Pollack prompt from Zach from the Tiger's Abyss. And I believe her whole thing with this, the Knight of Swords reversed is like, what is inherently the weakness of one which just goes full forward in that sense of adventure in this knight, right? It's a Knight of Wands. I had never seen this card before. Okay, so where do I look for magic? I look for magic. Bam, I got a ton of this stuff flipping in on my phone, guys. Where do I look for magic? I look for magic and all the aspects, and that whenever life just seems to not be an adventure anymore. All right? That's where I look for magic. Whenever I don't find myself in this sense of like, hey man, what's next? What am I going to manage? What am I going to handle? How am I going to see this? How am I going to conquer this? How am I going to be victorious over this particular thing? How am I going to be able to enhance this for this particular purpose? This is absolutely, without a question, where do I look for magic? In situations where, man, it's just like overwhelming, man. It's the only where, it's the only place, it's the only sense of being, I think, that I can even begin to look for magic is whenever you're in a position where, like, you got the crap soup all around you, man. All right? Being overwhelmed, that's whenever you begin to look for the magic. For me personally, this is my personal spread, guys. It's not your personal spread, it's my personal spread. All right? Whenever I'm overwhelmed, whenever I got too much coming at me, that's whenever I can begin to get out of the chaos, man. Let the muddy water settle down and then just, really pull in that hanged man energy, man, and just kind of let things settle, man. That's where I look for magic, man. In situations where the adventure gets out of control. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Card position number 4. How do I find it? How do I find the magic in my life? My life? Jeff Burr's life? TS1K's life? Here we go. Oh man, here you go right there. That world reversed. How do I find it? Well, if this is that sense of ultimate completion, the world straight up, man, and this is the sense of not being able to see it, how do I find it? I find it very much what I just talked about this Knight of Wands reversed. How do I find it? I find it, is it the purpose of how I find it? Let me try to get to the bottom of this. Stop talking to me, people. All right? How do I find it? Well, I find it in scenarios and situations like this. Where do I find it? Was this. How do I find it? Is probably by knowing that this is kind of the intended balance, the intended completion of the life. I need to find this, search for this, look for it. But how do I find it is whenever I'm in here, maybe the better clues, this is it, now it's coming in. The better clues for how I find magic in my life is whenever I don't see the world like this. That is how I find it. Very much similar to what I just spoken about with that Knight of Wands reversed. This is how I find it, man. If I had some more time and if I had these laid out, man, I'd see how one played with the other and I'd get much more deep with this because I love these kind of spreads. But for now, I'm sticking to it. It's my spread. It's my story. It's my magician's personal story, guys. Deal with it. All right. How do I use it? This card, position number 5. How do I use magic in my life? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is card number 5. How do I use the magic in my life? Oh my goodness, look at this. The 5 of Cups. How do I use it? Now, 5 of Cups is the most interesting thing in the world for me, guys. I'm going to just enjoy the imagery of this deck because I had never seen this particular card either. How do I use it? Well, whenever it comes in reversed, it's that reverse, it's that refusal. Bam. Okay, let's get rid of that again. My phone's blowing up, kids. It's blowing up. How do I use it? Man. Well, I tell you what, man. I'm going to go to my roll down the therapy offices, man. That's how I use it. I almost kind of get like I'm viewing this just like it's coming in mirrored image through this particular camera, is seeing it through the eyes of other people as a therapist. What I do with spiritual therapy, hypnotherapy, neurolinguistic programming down to therapeutic offices. I think this has to do with other people, guys. I really, really do. I really, really do. That is how I use it. I help other people see whenever they are this. All right, not the normal healthy thing, but whenever they kind of get locked in on that, that's kind of, that's how I use it in the therapeutic offices. Took me a while to get there. Took me a while to get there with the glare, but I'm there now. That's how I use it as a therapist. That makes sense. Position number 6. How do I become a magician? How do I become a magician? Man, can you see that shadow creeping up on me, man? Whew, my legs are burning up. My legs are burning up, guys. Bloody hell. Page of Cups, all of these wonderful reversals, man. I dig it. How do I become a magician? Well, the Page of Cups, man, that is all about imagination. You got the little fish right there, right? When it comes in reversed, that's about like, finding the weakness within. being so imaginative. Finding the weakness in being imaginative and tying it together with how do I become a magician? I'm just going to say, stop being so imaginative. Stop being so introspective, kind of like how the night is. Stop being so imaginative like this reversed page is, and just kind of getting into the world. Mixing it up. I think my buddy Jennifer Ball talked about this, about just getting out there, man. She had aces of wands all over the damn place. Magicians are about getting into it in the world, man. I love it. And the chimes are confirming it. Thank you, chimes. All right, how about this for the last position? What will it mean to me? I'm assuming that's what it says. My handwriting's a little bit scratchy and I don't have my Post-it notes, believe it or not. You know I love my Post-it notes. What will it mean to me? I'm imagining, what will it mean to me once I sort of really embrace this idea of being a magician every day? Now, I like to think that I am. I like to think that I try that I would be every day. But what will it mean to me when I really know that I'm in my own flow of being a magician? Blah, blah. Ooh, this Four of Cups. Four of Cups, structure and foundation. I kind of like a four, guys. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Structure and foundation. And what's really interesting is I'm losing any sort of RWS representation with this particular image right here. How will I know it? How will I know it? Oh man, there's no tree in here. I kind of always dig whenever there's a tree in the Four of Cups. Kind of reminds me of the Hanged Man's influence over that character, just kind of seeing what he has right there. But what will it mean to me? It'll mean that there's always something else that is better. No matter how satisfied, no matter how much I got working for me. That thing, that which is always coming, is only one perspective shift away, another imagining away, another time of introspection away. And look, it's right in the middle of the sun. A lot of people would say that that's a moon. Maybe it is. In this particular interpretation I'm getting it from it, it is smack dab in the middle of that beautiful sun's energy. That's what it'll mean for me. I love this personal spread. This is the magician's personal reading. All right? That no matter how things are cool, man, that things are always gonna get better. I just have to find my way. I'm the only one in charge of looking up and finding out what my waiter. That waiter is not gonna say, "Excuse me, sir, here is that gift that you are intending for." It is up to me, man, to look up and find it. Ooh, I love it. I hope you enjoyed this spread. I love doing these. This is just a particularly good one, man. Thank you to Zach from Tiger's Abyss. I think you're great, and I'm looking forward to more of your videos, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Hope you had some fun. Hope you enjoyed my commentary and my chimes. Bye.